Hello and a very warm welcome to Science Monitor, your weekly update on what is happening in the field of science, technology, research and innovation to change the S&T landscape of the country and impact your life. I am Smriti Rastogi. From an ultra-sensitive sensor for the detection of nitrogen dioxide to a new variety of wheat for making softer and sweetish chapatis, we have plenty in store for you. But first, let's begin with the headlines. India is committed to ensuring accessible and affordable vaccines for all. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh reiterates India's commitment while addressing the UN's STI Forum for Sustainable Development Goals. CSIR National Physical Laboratory develops an ultra-sensitive sensor to detect nitrogen dioxide. Capable of detecting even 1 ppb of NO2, the device can be used in various industries and laboratories to check NO2 leakage. Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana develops a new wheat variety for softer and sweetish chapatis. The financial support provided by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, has proved to be instrumental in developing the new variety called Pbw1 Chapati. And IIT Madras makes its computer science courses available to the public. Availability of free of cost quality material will be beneficial to students as well as teachers. And now the stories in detail. India is committed to ensuring the availability of affordable and accessible vaccines for all. And Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh has once again reiterated this commitment in his address at the UN's 7th Multi-Stakeholder Forum on Science, Technology and Innovation for the Sustainable Development Goals held from 5th to 6th May. India has been a responsible member of the United Nations, showcasing a much-needed sensitivity in all its efforts, and this has been specially visible during the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's see our report to know what else did India highlight in the UN's STI Forum.
Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, which translates to "the world is a family," is an important part of Indian culture. The country and its citizens embody this philosophy in their day-to-day dealings with the world. As the entire world, including India, came to a halt during the COVID-19 pandemic, India stepped up immediately to fight back. India manufactured an indigenous coronavirus vaccine at a record speed and even helped other countries in accelerating vaccine research and manufacture. Our country has also been successful in running the world's largest vaccination campaign to control the pandemic of COVID and supplying the much-needed vaccine to several countries. Addressing the 7th Annual Multi-Stakeholder Forum on Science, Technology and Innovation for Sustainable Development Goals held on the 5th and 6th of May, Dr. Jitendra Singh reiterated the country's commitment to stepping up in the future too.
In the last 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen a global effort to overcome the challenges caused by the pandemic. And India has emerged as a member of leading international scientific coalitions in the area of vaccine research. Our scientific community, along with the support of a robust pharmaceutical industry, have been successful in developing and producing safe, effective and affordable vaccines, including the world's first DNA-based vaccine. We are working actively with the GAVI, with the WHO and the ACT Accelerator, and India has been strongly advocating for the principle of equity in the WHO and has also proposed, along with South Africa, a TRIPS waiver at the WTO for COVID vaccines, the diagnostics and the medicines, with the aim of ensuring accessibility and affordability of vaccines for all.
Addressing the forum virtually, Dr. Jitendra Singh appealed for science, technology and innovation for better reconstruction post-COVID-19 while pursuing the full implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals. In his address to the delegates, he said that the immense power of digital and information technology has been a key component of the global response to COVID-19. He said that the digital space has been crucial to successfully carry out the world's largest vaccination campaign in India. And India is now ready to share with the world the Pbw1 app that was developed for the vaccination campaign.
I'm glad to point out over here, ladies and gentlemen, that India developed Pbw1 app to provide digital support to better organize the vaccination drive. Today, the number of internet users in Indian villages has exceeded that of the cities. And the public services and the last mile delivery are linked to digital platforms. All these have contributed to the advancement of the achievement of sustainable development goals.
Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh also said that India is working hard to successfully bridge the digital divide by leveraging technology solutions that are low cost, developmental, and designed to empower all citizens, especially women. Today, the number of internet users in India's villages exceeds that in cities, and all public services and the last mile delivery are connected to digital platforms. All these components have an important contribution to taking forward the process of achieving the Sustainable Development Goals.
Air pollution is becoming a bigger concern day by day, as different pollutants present in the air are not only causing global warming but also damaging our health. The foremost step in controlling such pollutants is the ability to detect them even when they are present in very small quantities. Now, scientists at CSIR National Physical Laboratory have managed to achieve just that regarding nitrogen dioxide, a toxic pollutant which is known to trigger and aggravate respiratory disorders in humans. Let's see our report to get more details on this.
Gaseous and chemical pollutants generated by human activities are the leading cause of global warming and environmental pollution. One such chemical pollutant is nitrogen dioxide or NO2. It is a highly reactive gas released in the air due to the burning of fuel, vehicular pollution, generators and power plants. When present in the air, it affects our respiratory system, triggering and aggravating breathing disorders like asthma.
नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड एक वन ऑफ दी टॉक्सिक गैस है कि 1 ppb लेवल पे भी अगर इस तरह की गैसें हमारे अगर लंग्स में जाती है तो बहुत सारी तरह के डिजीज़ से हम ग्रसित हो जाते हैं। एक EPA एक कमीशन है जिसमें कि इन्वायरमेंटल पोल्यूशन एंड एजेंसी पॉलिसी USA की है, जिन्होंने कि ये निर्धारित किया है कि पूरे साल में अगर 53 ppb गैस उत्सर्जित होती है तो वो बहुत डेंजर लाइन को क्रॉस कर रही है। तो हमें इवन एक बहुत लो कंसंट्रेशन पे भी गैस को डिटेक्ट करना है।
Researchers working at Delhi-based CSIR National Physical Laboratory have recently developed an ultra-sensitive sensor which can detect even minute traces of nitrogen dioxide in the atmosphere. Using a single-step process, scientists have synthesized and doped bilayer graphene nanosheets with boron and nitrogen atoms. The researchers exposed the sensor to various concentrations of nitrogen dioxide gas at room temperature and found it capable enough to detect extremely low concentrations of the gas very rapidly.
Previously, we have worked on the individual dopings of boron and nitrogen, which gives us good results in terms of faster response for NO2 gas. And then we tried with the co-doping of these two elements to get the better results in terms of sensing properties. In this, we can even detect 1 ppb of NO2 gas, and which can be further used in various industries and laboratories to measure the leakage of the NO2 gas, which is a big issue for environment in nowadays.
This high sensitivity of the sensor was due to the active sites present on the sensor's surface. These active sites helped absorb the gas molecules. The sites formed by the boron and nitrogen atoms enhanced the interaction of the gas molecules with the sensor. As concentrations of the gas increased, more molecules were bound to the sensor's surface. The sensor selectively detects nitrogen dioxide gas even in the presence of other gases such as chloroform, acetone, and ethanol. The sensor retained high sensitivity after being used 5 times and showed satisfactory sensitivity.
हम लोगों ने सारा चीज़ें जो यहाँ पे किया है वो इंडिया से डेवलप है, वो चाहे ग्राफीन बनाने से लेकर के इवन जो चैम्बर हमारा है गैस सेंसिंग के लिए, उसको भी पूरा जो भी हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे किया है वो इंटरनेशनल प्रोटोकॉल को फॉलो करते हुए, फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे ग्राफीन का NPL UK जो प्रोटोकॉल फॉलो करता है, सेम प्रोसेस प्रोटोकॉल हमने फॉलो किया और उसी तरह से हमने चैम्बर में कैलिब्रेट किया गैसेस से, लाइट गैसेस से, और फिर हमने डिवाइस को वहाँ पे प्लेस किया और हमने देखा कि जब नाइट्रोजन एंड बोरान दोनों को डोप किया जा रहा है तो सेंसिंग कैपेबिलिटी कई गुना इनहांस हो जा रही है.
The researchers say this indigenously developed technology could potentially be used to develop next-generation lightweight and ultra-sensitive gas sensing devices. The researchers are of the opinion that the sensor is more sensitive to the gas than a previously used pure graphene-based sensor.
The Plant Breeding and Genetics Department of the Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana, has developed a new wheat variety for making softer and sweetish chapatis. The variety called Pbw1 Chapati has excellent qualities for fulfilling the demands of the chapati lovers who yearn for the traditional taste in flatbreads. The variety was released last year in Punjab for cultivation under timely sown irrigated conditions. Let's see our report to get more details.
Chapati, the unleavened flatbread prepared with whole wheat flour, is part of the daily diet in northwestern India. Besides being cheap, it is also a primary source of protein and calories. The desired characteristics of a good chapati are greater pliability, puffability, soft texture, creamish brown color, and slight sweetness and chewiness with baked wheat aroma. But most modern wheat varieties do not possess the desired traits for good quality flatbreads, and the traditional varieties are no longer popular due to their susceptibility to diseases such as stripe rust and brown rust. So, the challenge before the scientists is to develop a variety which has the desired traits for good quality chapati, in addition to the high yield potential and disease resistance. Taking up the challenge, the wheat breeding team from the Plant Breeding and Genetics Department of the Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana, has developed a new variety called Pbw1 Chapati, which has all the desired traits for making perfect chapatis.
Pbw1 Chapati has been developed to cater to the requirements of premium chapati quality wheat. So this variety has the desirable attributes like it has got good grain, good milling characters, soft, creamy, white colored chapatis that can be kept for some time. We can consume after a few hours of preparation.
पफिनेस जो है वो मैक्सिमम है, सॉफ्ट है, स्वीट है. जो ये नेशनल चेक वाली वैरायटी हैं, जो मॉडर्न वीट्स हैं, सबके जो हम जब डो नीड करते हैं तो वो सब में ब्लैकनिंग की प्रॉब्लम आती है. लेकिन इसमें क्योंकि हमारे पॉलीफिनोल ऑक्सीडेज की अलील्स को इंटीग्रेट करके हमने ये वैरायटी तैयार की है, तो इसमें ये ब्लैकनिंग वाली जो प्रॉब्लम है ये नहीं है.
The new variety of wheat has been developed through marker-assisted selection considering the gene specific for rust disease LR57YR40 in the Pbw175 background. The gene characterized and designated indigenously by Punjab Agricultural University was introduced in the previously developed Pbw175 variety to get the new disease-resistant variety.
The uniqueness and development of this variety is that along with the marker-assisted selection for the resistance genes for both the rusts, we have also been doing selection for the quality during the segregating generations. All the progenies, they were tested for the quality, and this is the line. Finally, we shortlisted like around 50 lines. Among those 50 lines, this was the best line which was chosen as a candidate for the varietal development and was put forward in the State Varietal Release Committee to be released as the variety with having a unique premium quality, excellent chapati baking quality.
Under the Swasth Bharat scheme, the work got a great push from the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, as it was supported by the Promotion of University Research and Scientific Excellence, or the PERS grant. The financial support paved the way towards consolidating various gene pools for different traits to develop a more viable commercial product focusing on quality breeding. This is a shift from the previous yield-oriented technologies to those focused on nutritional enhancement and yield. Researchers have been working on wheat varieties for novel combinations with high zinc, low phytates, high carotenoids, low polyphenols, and high grain protein content.
DST has been instrumental in development of this variety in the terms of the financial support, which we have used for like purchasing some of the equipments which have helped in the development of the variety, for in the marker assisted selection, in the quality testing.
In India, the pre-Green Revolution wheat variety C306, which was released in 1965, has been the golden standard for chapati quality. But it is very susceptible to yellow rust and brown rust and does not respond to the fertilizers. The unavailability of desired quality wheat forced even the Punjab consumer base to shift to the wheat flour made from MP wheats, though it is available at exorbitant prices. The variety Pbw1 Chapati aims to fill this void at the commercial level owing to excellent chapati quality and low cost. The color of the chapati is comparably white and it remains soft even after hours of baking. The variety may fetch higher prices when marketed explicitly for its chapati quality. This wheat variety is being adopted by farmers of Punjab and adjoining states.
The Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, has taken a unique initiative to make its high-quality courses in computer science available to everyone free of cost. For this, the Computer Science and Engineering Department at the Institute has created a portal through which educational institutions, students, or anyone interested in the field can access the insightful lectures by IIT Madras to gain an in-depth knowledge of the different concepts related to the subject. Here is our report with more information about this initiative.
Computers and computer applications have penetrated every area of our lives today. With more and more businesses and sectors relying on computers and information technology, the field is also rapidly changing. New technologies like machine learning and artificial intelligence are changing the way we do computing. These changes have also increased the demand for skilled human resources explicitly trained in this field. However, making a career and recording growth in this field requires an in-depth understanding of the underlying concepts and principles of different subjects with the help of highly skilled teachers and professionals. To make this possible for everyone, the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, has decided to throw open its doors. The institute has taken a unique initiative to make its high-quality courses in computer science available to everyone. For this, faculty members from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, with the help of their students, have developed a portal that can be accessed by any educational institution, student, or anyone from the general public interested in computer science. Most of all, the initiative can benefit talented students from rural India who are otherwise unable to access good quality higher education due to a lack of resources.
The primary motivation behind this was that several colleges, universities, institutions may not have access to some of the course material that we teach at IITs. So the plan was that we have been online since 2 years and many of our courses are actually available as part of YouTube lectures. So we wanted to keep these videos accessible to all the people. Especially the ones who do not have access to good quality material.
The core computer science courses that are available on the portal nsm.iitm.ac.in/CSE/ are on programming, data structures, computer organization, and algorithms. Each course has YouTube recordings of live lectures taught to the students at IIT Madras during the pandemic. Along with the lectures, the portal also contains quizzes for self-assessment so that those availing the facility can ascertain their level of understanding of the courses. This will also help students identify their areas of weakness. The quizzes are conducted by IIT Madras. The department is also planning to conduct live tutorial sessions by senior students where they will also clarify the doubts of the students.
And not only that, only the lecturing is part of these videos, but also the student interaction is also part of this. So we have created a portal which allows us to host these videos, as well as we have also created some of the self-assessment quizzes for the students. Whenever they finish a particular course, they can check their understanding.
Getting admission into an institution like the IITs is a dream for many. But tough competition for a limited number of seats forces many a student to lose out on this dream. In view of this initiative can prove to be very useful for students pursuing their graduation or masters in computer science and engineering. Those already having a career in computer science can also use the portal to further strengthen their ability and knowledge about the subject. The portal can also be used by educational institutions to teach computer science and improve the quality of teaching as well as learning. Computer science is one of the most sought-after engineering disciplines in India, and this portal will surely be helpful in producing better trained computer engineers in the country.
And now let's have a quick look at some other developments that have made news in the field of science and technology in our segment, Science Express.
The Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, was on a visit to Germany recently. He held bilateral talks with the German Education and Research Minister, Bettina Stark-Watzinger, in Berlin and expressed satisfaction with the ongoing science and technology cooperation between the two countries. During the talks, the two sides agreed to work together with an increased focus on artificial intelligence, AI startups, as well as AI research and its application in sustainability and healthcare. Dr. Jitendra Singh said that the frontier sectors like the electric mobility, cyber-physical systems, quantum technologies, future manufacturing, green hydrogen fuel, and deep ocean research are the emerging areas of partnership between India and Germany. The two countries have also begun assessing each other's potential in areas such as the application of artificial intelligence in sustainable development and healthcare. The two ministers expressed happiness over several initiatives that have recently been taken up for human capacity development in science and engineering, including the women's involvement in science and engineering research. Industrial fellowships aimed at industrial exposure to young Indian researchers in a German industrial ecosystem are also being given. Among non-communicable neurological disorders, stroke is the third leading cause of death and the sixth leading cause of disability in India. Physiotherapy is one of the few treatments available for the rehabilitation of stroke victims and patients who have suffered physical injuries. Though cost-effective, it is a time-consuming treatment. To overcome this hurdle and make the recovery process faster, researchers at the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, have developed a glove-like wearable device. The device uses the fundamental properties of light to sense the movements of a patient's limb or fingers. Most importantly, the device can be controlled remotely, opening doors to the possibility of teleconsultation from a physiotherapist. The device is capable of sensing various movements of the hand and fingers and can accurately detect parameters such as pressure, angle of inclination, and shape. According to Abhijit Chandra, a member of DST Inspire faculty in the research team, the device is highly sensitive and capable of responding to even the light touch of a butterfly. NASA SpaceX Crew 3 astronauts have returned safely to Earth. Recently, the 4 members of the international crew made a safe landing in the Gulf of Mexico off the Florida coast aboard the Dragon Endurance spacecraft. The mission was launched on November 10, 2021 by the private company SpaceX in partnership with NASA on a Falcon 9 rocket. The commercial mission included NASA astronauts Kayla Barron, Raja Chari, and Tom Marsh-Burn and Matthias Maurer of the European Space Agency. The 4 astronauts spent 177 days in space. While aboard the space station, the crew carried out a variety of research, including how fibers grow in microgravity, the use of hydroponic and aeroponic techniques to grow plants without soil or other growth media, and capturing images of the astronauts' retina to develop AI models that could automatically detect retinal changes in astronauts in the future. The astronauts also took hundreds of pictures of Earth as part of the Crew Earth Observation Probe, one of the longest running probes aboard the space station, and helped track natural disasters and changes in the Earth's atmosphere.
That is all in today's edition of Science Monitor. Keep sending your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is indiascience@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, A50 Sector 62, Noida 201309, Uttar Pradesh. So we'll take your leave now. See you again next week. Till then, stay safe and think scientifically.